After 10 years of cousin stuff, I'm definitely excited for the real thing.
Of cousin stuff? Of what? Hi everyone, it's Blue. Make sure you like and subscribe and go follow me on my Twitch and my other YouTube channel. Those links are down below. Also my Patreon, where I have more content on there that I don't post here.
And what are those?
These are gorgeous women with heaving breasts.
Yeah. Why?
Well, to be perfectly honest, we sort of thought we'd be speaking to a man today, so...
Yeah. Is there any way that we could talk to your boss? Because I think he would understand more better.
Today, I'm going to be reacting to Fallout, the first episode called The End.
Negotiations were scheduled to continue today as the White House had no comment about the president's whereabouts.
Okay, already not a great sign.
All right, birthday boy. Let's get a photo of you up here on Sugarfoot.
Why the hell is Cooper Howard working kids' birthday parties?
What else? Alimony. Do your thumbs up. For not to, if that's all right. Why not? That's what you're famous for.
Drop it, Bob.
I'm sorry, I can't do this. I can't do the weather if I don't even know if there's going to be a next week.
Happy thoughts
I'm not
today.
Ooh, awkward.
Why wouldn't you do it? The thumbs up.
Well, back when I was in the Marines, they taught us that if they ever drop a really big bomb, and if the cloud is smaller than your thumb, now you run for the hills.
And if it's bigger than your thumb?
They told us not to bother running.
Can I have a slice, Dad?
Now, let me see if I can't rustle you up a piece.
Oh.
Is it your thumb or mine?
It's a little girl.
That's smoke, Janie. It's just a fire.
Huge. Oh, great. Yeah, okay, so much to take in already. I guess it's set in the past, but a little bit more futuristic. Something about it, I don't know what the word would be for it, but definitely nuclear family vibe. Society, yeah. 50s, I guess. I'm not really sure. I'm really bad with obvious time like that. The cowboy father, he's kind of, seems like he was kind of being teased. I don't know what he used to do, if it was other than being in the military, that has gotten him so known. Maybe he was also slightly famous and he was known for some type of commercial. I'm really sorry if it was obvious and they even made it obvious in there, but it just seemed, oh, that's what you're known for. I think that he's kind of being mocked a little because the dads of the birthday party were kind of poking fun at the fact that, wow, he's doing kids' birthday parties now. He really, you know. The president was missing at the beginning of the news radio information, which wasn't a good sign. I mean, if they're already hiding the president or not telling society where he is, it kind of sounds like, okay, well, they're hiding him. He's probably going to a bomb shelter. You can kind of pick up on it a little bit just because you know what you're watching, but even in society, I think that that's kind of a red flag if you hear president's missing and no one's commenting on where he is. Clearly, he didn't actually go missing. Kind of sounds like they're hiding him and they just don't want to tell everybody what's going on. So they were preparing for something.
My name is Lucy McLean, and I'm an active contributor to the well-being of my community. My primary passion is teaching American history with a focus on ethics. In my personal time, I enjoy taking walks and watching movies with my dad. I'm participating in my family book club. My reproductive organs are intact, my hygiene well maintained, and yet I have been unable to find a suitable marriage partner. I hereby submit my application to the council to participate in the triennial trade with Vault 32.
Oh, the guy! Lucy. Okay, 219 years later, Lucy. Oh, okay, yeah, of course, that makes sense, because limited supply of dresses.
After 10 years of cousin stuff, I'm definitely excited for the real thing.
Of cousin stuff? Of what?
I am just excited for us to raise our kids together.
So, actually outside?
My little sugar bomb. Gosh, you look just like your mother.
Yeah, I wish she was here.
Me too.
Overseer, it's time.
Oh, she leaves the vault, so maybe she wouldn't see her father anymore.
Cat.
Honestly, textbook tumbler jam. It's gonna take some time to fix.
What's going on?
Lucy, I love you.
Messing around with your cousin, it's all well and good for
Yep.
kids, but it's not a sustainable long-term sexual practice, you know?
Yeah, I know.
I wonder if that's in the game.
Welcome, neighbors from Vault 32. I am Hank McLean, overseer of Vault 33.
Lee Moldaver, overseer of 32.
Sorry to hear of Overseer Jackson's passing in your telegrams. As arranged, we offer you seed and parts.
We offer you a breeder.
So, who am I marrying?
Monty.
Okay, they did get married outside. Be a big
So
deal.
what's your sperm count? Sperm is pretty important in perpetuating America, so...
Is he struggling that bad?
Are bonded, not just as neighbors, but by a shared duty. To keep the candle of civilization lit. Radiation levels on the surface are dropping fast enough that the next generation, Lucy and Monty's children, will be able to recolonize. Don't know much about what's up there. Desperation, violence.
Suspicious something, maybe? There's a weird vibe to that vault. And of course him. Oh, yep, her. And he's picking up on it.
We have everything with the hand-me-downs, an icebox, a blender. They even gave us... Okie dokie.
Oh, well, I mean, she's happy for it, so good. That's all that matters. I'm just thankful that she was like, okay. He's suspicious of them. They're snooping around. Ooh. It was just a joke when he said cannibal, but now it's not a joke. It's not funny anymore.
From the surface. Raiders.
Just so you know, this was the best day of my life.
Ooh, she is. All the fighting paid off. That's good at least. It's like an EpiPen for a stab. I bet that's very video game. So you upgrade your weapon. Is that like a taser bullet?
Some enchanted evening, some enchanted evening, when you find you, then fly to her side.
You're pregnant, filled with rage.
Whoa, easy, pal.
No, the cousin.
Enchanted evening.
Please? No. no, this is so nuts now. A bomb?
Welcome.
I think I know who you are.
Everyone knows who I am. They are the product of one of life's tricky little choices. So I'm gonna offer you a choice.
Oh no.
Them or her.
Hey, stop!
You are my world.
You look like your mother.
Where are you taking him?
The real world. You should see it sometime. Maybe you should do what you do best. Run and hide.
So much to take in. Okay, I thought it was really interesting, the concept of two different vaults sharing and trading things. Again, makes sense, kind of sounds like, not in a bad way, but a typical society after apocalyptic type events. If something went downhill or they caught, I don't know what she had said, the reason was one bad strain for wheat or something. So their wheat died, caused a lot of deaths as their excuse that was fake, as to why she's in charge now and that they needed to make such an important trade. Yeah, I did think that it was weird, or kind of stood out to me with all of the scars. He looked a little rugged, not as kept as everybody else in their vault, even the woman, but I just thought maybe a little bit prejudgmental. Maybe she's just a little bit older, maybe he's scrappy, I'm not really sure, but they also kind of gave you hints. I mean, he didn't really have any table manners. He didn't exactly seem like he was trying to make conversation and had a high vocabulary or anything. Just kind of ate his food really quick. Even a little animalistic, again, just not etiquette. Whereas these people from this vault seemed pretty prim and proper, a little stiff even. The cousin saying, "Sir, don't make me use force." It just shows that they're a little, like, prissy almost. Whereas people from this vault right off the bat kind of seemed a little bit more rugged. Mainly the guy that they were trading as a reader, the scar, him wiping himself on the curtains. But so far very interesting. Also really sad that the father sacrificed himself. You would think that if he could throw her in the vault and the woman would give him a choice, he could then at least just jump in the vault with her. So there must be something that we haven't discovered yet, like we don't fully understand, because it's the part that stood out to me. I would think that he could just at least jump in the vault with her and protect themselves and lock themselves in. Because if you're worried about her starving because there's no way to get out, then you're not really saving her anyways. So it still would make me think, why wouldn't you jump in there with her? And then same thing for not picking all of those people. If you picked all of them, not your daughter. I'm actually really happy that he picked his daughter. I don't know if happy is the right word, but there was something really nice about him picking his daughter. I was worried that there would be so much of a savior society and do what's best for society ingrained into him over generations of being down there for 200 years, that they would kind of have that. Because it's true, I mean, same, probably similar way religion works. You kind of just teach the next generation this is what would be best to for progress of civilization. But no, he, at the end of the day, picked his daughter. Different upbringing of societies. Maximus.
How's your nose?
Fine.
I can still smell. She's mostly blood.
That I've been unhappy all along. The duty of the Brotherhood of Steel to secure the wasteland. One day as squires, you will help knights find and identify pre-war tech. Can you identify this relic?
Broder?
A circle. Unless you know what to find and preserve, you are more useful as a corpse.
model is that?
It's the T-60.
Imagine getting to put on one of those every day.
I wonder why they're here.
Oh no. Restricted. Pilots and mechanics only? Oh, he looked up to them.
Aspirin Dane?
This was my idea. He
You're
didn't
being
want...
summoned. Come with me.
They're cheering for something nothing bad happened. Oh, promoted?
A bunch of us were chosen to get anointed. What's your title gonna be? Squire? Tonight, Titus. And get this, we're going to the wild. Hell yeah!
What is happening?
There's a bright settle.
There are a lot of survivors, okay.
I have a proposal for the assembly. We send a search party to the surface to find my dad.
Lucy, but you're talking about opening the outer vault door?
Just for under a minute.
It's not something that we ever do or have ever done, never, ever, ever.
I know.
They don't want to find Dad. If they did, they wouldn't get to be in charge.
I actually really appreciate seeing how the above ground people live, and maybe I'm getting confused. There's not above ground people who are called raiders and then them. There's probably multiple society or groups of people. I would say the vault people, maybe the above ground people, and then raiders. The raiders seem like they might be actually kind of different. Maybe they were originally vault people, maybe they were originally above ground people. They have radiation, but I would say that they might go from vault to vault now and live that way, and maybe they don't go all the way to the surface and function as the other people that we just saw, the above ground militant people. Maybe there's just different categories. So the raiders and the above ground people that we just saw, the very military, those guys are different probably. They don't really seem as raider-esque as the ones that we had seen. It's nice to see that a lot of them survived. I didn't know if they were actually kind of leading to the fact that she would be the only survivor. They went down there, killed everybody, and took everything that they could because they're raiders. But leaving some people alive and just hurting them also shows that they were just kind of down there to take what they needed and didn't necessarily want to hurt maybe the population growth of people. Plus, I mean, if they completely killed all of them off, then they wouldn't be able to raid them in the future whenever they replenish what they just did and damaged. In, I don't know, 5 years, 2 years. They probably do actually want to leave. It's a smart choice. I didn't really explain that earlier whenever that would clearly be like, oh yeah, obviously. But at the same time, sometimes whenever people are, you know, pillaging, they're not thinking that far ahead. They're just taking what they want and leaving. It looked like that guy in Vault 32's legs were gone. So having this vibe of, maybe they're cannibals. The Maximus guy, I feel really bad for him. And obviously the girl whose foot somebody just completely sabotaged her. I really don't think it would be him. Plus, one, they would probably show it, and two, I think that's the point, is that it looks like, oh, maybe this guy will be blamed for sabotaging his friends, whatever. Like, he just gets blamed and beat up for everything. But that's really, really sad that instead of just being happy for others, somebody not sacrificed, but just completely, what's the word? Intervened, sabotaged their chance of being promoted, because clearly you probably can't work that machinery now if all of your skin just got ripped off of your legs. So gosh, that's so sad. Like, I don't know what they're going to do to that person or what it means for them, but how sad to be promoted and then somebody in your own bunker team sabotage you. Okay, so clearly the people who care about him are...
I'm going with you.
Chet,
What you're doing is insane.
I'm not letting anyone else get hurt on my behalf. Okay.
Lucy.
Oh.
Okay, here we go. Just tracked him. And I'll do the same to you if you try to follow me.
I'm too chicken. Thanks.
Well, that's kind of sad.
I'm bringing him home.
never seen her son like.
Stop! Lucy! Are you mad?
That didn't work.
Oh. California.
We have given you a name, food, education, a place in the world. Why did you join the Brotherhood?
To hurt the people who hurt me?
I understand you're a friend of Aspirant Dane.
Yes.
Your fellow aspirants say it was you.
I wouldn't.
Why not? Your friend was promoted, you were not. You have ambitions, don't you?
Speak. I didn't do it. I did not.
Anything else to say in your defense?
I want to thank you for your guidance and for giving me a home. I had no place in the world.
I'd be grateful to the Brotherhood for giving my life meaning. Good boy.
It's not so bad. At least here no one steals your rations. I told him you wouldn't hurt a fly.
I feel like I know where this is leading, but maybe I'm just paranoid.
Our mission comes from the highest clerics in the Commonwealth. Each night in this legion, we'll search a section of the wilds for this target.
Oh. Companion?
You dismissed, Aspirant.
Okay, so, I guess we'll start with Lucy. It's very nice that clearly whenever her father chose to save her, she has the same energy and she risks her own life and goes against the others just to go and save her father. So I do really like their relationship. Kind of wish the son wanted to go with her, but he does appear to be much younger than her, so it's fair to say, oh, well, if, you know, he's afraid and doesn't want to go. Plus, she didn't really want him to go anyway, so I guess it works out. It's even more obvious now how, I don't know what word to use, they're just so stiff, like they're so preppy and, not preppy, prissy almost. No, it's not their fault, but corny, very like tie, and they're just stiff. Maximus, I do hope that maybe they're making it obvious. It's not like I think that I'm clever by figuring it out or thinking this way, but I can't tell if it's obvious or not. And I feel like they're giving vibes that it was actually him, and they're going to show, because that weird dialogue with, oh yeah, I told him that you wouldn't hurt a fly. I don't know if that was actually you know, someone could be promoted to your position. Are you actually not looking out for me by telling them I wouldn't hurt a fly? Because by saying that, you know I want to be promoted to your position where I'd probably have to hurt people or be tough.
Don Pedro has our friend dug up once a year, cuts some pieces off and puts them right back in the ground.
You're telling me the supreme badass we're looking for is a godforsaken mutant?
That's your prospective co-worker he's talking about, and our ticket to a big payoff. Welcome back. I'm Huncho. Now, you don't even know us.
No, I do not.
Bounty came down. A huge one. Enough to be a last score for me and whoever's with me. Somebody made a run from the Enclave. Where they's running to? Dead witch. Moldy.
What?
In California.
And what the would you know about where I'm from?
How about we put you right back in that hole so Don Pedro can have his fun with you for the next 30 years.
These guys are so slow at... The ghoul.
You right, friend, about one thing. This right here was your last job.
Okay, unfortunately, the last 15 minutes of the episode was a little confusing. For me, I feel like the ghoul guy that they pulled out of the ground must have been the cowboy who was running away with his daughter. Or related to that guy. I don't know. I know that sounds really dumb because I actually don't even really want to say that because maybe that's really stupid. Like, what? I liked everything else, and that part's fine too, but I will admit the last 15 minutes confused me, so I'm not fully sure what was going on or what they were talking about, but it does seem like they're kind of like showing and setting up the next episode, that they're all going to maybe meet in the same place. The girl who just crawled out of the shelter, Maximus, who just got a job looking for a guy who's probably running to a certain place having to do with the shelter, and then this group of people, or now this guy, because the group of people died, this guy, now knowing about this bounty or this thing or this mission to go also find the guy who escaped the Enclave. I've never played the game, so for someone who's never played the game, I could still pick up the video game-like things in the show. It felt like the character was trading out their weapons at the beginning. Like, you have a knife and you're crawling around or trying to survive, going room for room, scavenging, looting, and then you find a gun, so then you upgrade your weapon and stuff like that. You're just kind of immediately starting off on a mission in a video game, and it felt like you were playing as Lucy. A lot of shows and movies don't hold up to whatever they're basing it off of. It's happened many times. Again, my only experience recently, specifically with a video game turned show, I thought was very good, and it was The Last of Us. But I'm also not necessarily biased, because you can have an opinion and whether you've seen it or not, but slightly maybe biased because I played the game and I loved the game. So with Fallout, without having played it, I still think that the show seems good, and I hope in the second episode, starting with whatever explanation they would give for the last 15 minutes of this episode, won't be too confusing, and I hope I pick up on it quickly, because I probably said some things that were wrong, like, no, did you miss that part? Might just take a little bit of extra time to get it, but I thought it was a good episode so far, and I'll probably cut it off there because I've definitely chatted way too much. But yeah, I hope that you guys liked it. I hope that this works out on YouTube where it's supposed to be. And if you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe. Go check out all my links, including my Twitch and my other YouTube channel and my Patreon, where I post content that typically can't be posted on YouTube. But yes, and that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.